Hi everyone, hi my friends. Welcome to the Wellness Healing Circle group. We are facilitators of co-founders and facilitators of Wellness Healing Circle. I'm Reiko, your body freedom coach.
Hi, I'm Crystal, your life purpose coach.
Hi, I'm Ling, your self-care therapist.
I'm Mei-Lin, invited by Ling to join.
Yeah, thank you, Mei-Lin, for joining.
Thank you.
So we are here to talk about our beta launch course that is 21 days heal your inner child and thrive in your purpose. And this course is for people who are feeling stuck. So if you're feeling stuck in your past childhood wounds and you are feeling overwhelmed and unfocused and sometimes distracted in your life, you can't find the focus to work for your relationship and feeling a bit of loss, purposeless, and unworthiness. So this is the course that can help you to thrive and build better, healthy relationship with yourself and with your loved ones. Yeah. So before, if you feel that you have something missing in your childhood, you did not get the validation, affirmation, or the love as a child. So with this program, after the 21 days, you will find your inner child acceptance. And just having more better time management, being more present. And if you are not feeling worthy of love right now, feeling that you are not good enough, and always have this limiting belief that you're not good enough, I'm not good enough for the people, for this world, or you are stupid, or you will never succeed, you will always stay the same or stuck in the same place. After this course, you will feel that you are more worthy of love, you are able to accept yourself for who you are, and you are able to feel more good enough for yourself and for others, and know that you are a work in progress, right? So mostly for you, if you have a loss of identity, and after these 21 days, your inner child, you will find the meaning in life and more authentic self and purpose. Yeah. So I want to go through what is our modules. So we have 5 modules, and that is spread out over the 21 days. And each modules, we have 3 lessons. The first is to aware. So we have purposely designed this course so that you can have a gentle progression to your healing. So it will not be an abrupt healing. It will be step by step, so that you can slowly get to know yourself and build your healing in a very safe space. So the first one is aware. Aware is to see what is going on right now. And our module 1, aware, we will start with Ling giving us breathwork. So Ling, share with us like what you'll be doing in the day 1. Can't hear you, you're muted.
Yeah, so for the breath, I will be doing a quick description about what breathwork is. It's a practice that uses controlled breathing. And then I will be sharing what are the studies of practicing breathwork, what are the benefits of doing breathwork. And I will also be, walking through some simple breathwork practice that you can do at any time of the day. And I will also be sharing other simple breathwork practices like box breathing, etc., that you can have a variety of practices. I will also be covering the key pointers for practicing breathwork, for example, finding a comfortable position and having a quiet environment. And I'll also be talking about what are the questions that you would be journaling in your journal. And lastly, I'm open to Q&A questions. So this is what I will be sharing.
Okay, thank you, Ling. So we have day 2, Crystal, who is our life purpose coach, to guide us a bird eye view visualization.
Thanks, Reiko. And like to add on to what Reiko was saying earlier, if you have gone through a childhood where your environment, where your caretakers, where your authority figures were probably not the most forgiving people, you probably have had a hard time, trying to find your own way out because there's always all this resistance around you. So that's why with this 21-day heal your inner child and thrive in your purpose course, the first module, which is aware. So you don't need to solve anything. You just need, the first step is to be aware, like aware of what the situation is. And to add on to like Ling's breath work, her breath works will help you calm down. So with my one is the bird's eye view visualization, where you just see things from a different perspective, because I would imagine the situation you are in is that, I feel very stuck, like everywhere is just walls. So with doing the bird's eye view visualization, you get to see where you are from different perspectives. And from the different perspectives, you're able to, open your mind up a bit. So yeah, that's my my course for module 1, aware. Back to you.
Okay, thank you, Crystal. So day 3 will be me doing body scanning. So I find that a lot of people are not connected to their physical body, so that they are not able to sense themselves and connect to the physical self. So in day 3 body scan, I will have a guided meditation to help you to sense your soul, sense yourself, that you are the awareness of your body. You can be separate from your body. You are not your body. So it's also for people who feel very judged or not confident in their body. You can use this method to feel love and feel grateful for what you have, and be the perspective, be the awareness of your body. So this is day 3 that I will help you to do the body scanning. All right, and day 4, so every 4th day, we have integration. So we don't want you to be learning all these healing techniques and not able to have time to practice it yourself. So we have gone through many healing program ourselves, and we don't want to rush through this important practice that we are doing right now. And this is the day 4 is going to help you to integrate and practice all that you have learned, and ask any question in our Facebook group. And we can come in as a coach and as a facilitator to help you to process your emotion and to answer any of your questions. So every 4th day of the new module, we will give you this integrated day to help you process. Okay, module 2, we will start with accepting. So module 2 is accept, is to know. So it's for people who are not able to accept themselves. They sometimes reject themselves and have self-criticism and have resentment for themselves and blames and fears. They hold so much blame, shame, and guilt and fears toward themselves. So day 5, we will start the new module with surrender practice. So Crystal, you want to share?
Yeah, thanks, Reiko. So after the first module, which is like be aware of what is going on. So after you're aware, the next step is to accept. And like Reiko says, sometimes it's very, very hard to accept what's going on. So the first practice that I came up with is surrender practice, which is what you do is like, you just completely surrender, to like that higher power. And then once you are able to practice that and achieve that, you realize that actually, once you surrender, it's okay. You're going to be okay. Everything is going to be okay. But you need to do that practice to be able to achieve that. So doing the modules, right? I'll be having a guided visualization. You'll be doing some child's pose or surrender pose to get into the flow of surrendering. And once you're comfortable with the art of surrendering, it gets easier as it goes on. So yeah, that's mine. Thank you.
Okay, thanks, Crystal. Day 6, we have forgiveness letter, Ling.
Yes, thank you, Reiko. So the forgiveness letter is very simple. It's just writing free flow. You just ignore the grammar structure and let your thoughts and emotions express it out by itself by just simply writing continuously. So personally, for me, I have experienced a lot of doing such exercises. I find that sometimes when I was writing, I was actually crying. So initially, when I was new to this practice, I judged myself and stopped myself from crying. But that basically didn't allow me to, release those that is the hurts of this. And when I started to allow myself to cry, I learned to accept the wounded part of myself. So I remember doing one time, with my father, and I was able to express my hurts and wounds to him, and it was very healing. And from then on, when I talk to my father, I am less aggressive. Yes. So thanks for sharing. Thanks.
Thank you, Ling. So that's day 6. Day 7, we will do parts work integration. Parts work. Repeat myself. Parts work is, I will be guiding through the parts work because this is the practice that I myself also have done through and guide my clients. We have different parts. The first time I did this, I thought that I am crazy because how come there is so many parts within myself? And I thought I'm like bipolar or something like that. But that is not true. We do have a lot of different parts in us and comes out differently in different situations. So I will do a visualization and guidance and some questions to help you to see those parts that you might have suppressed and rejected previously and bring them into completeness and wholeness so that you will feel more confident about yourself and will not be judging yourself that much. So that is day 7 part work. And day 8, again, we have integration. So again, you can use this day to rest and to process the heavy emotion that might come up because of like the forgiveness, the surrender practice is heavy, it's not easy. So day 8, we will give you a rest day to process. And if you have any question, you can ask us. We will be there to support you. Okay, module 3 is outer. Outer is to change. So we have a lot of conditioning from our society. And we might be trapped in those beliefs that we do not know that we are being trapped in. So sometimes this put us into a victim mindset and we become helpless in this situation. So in module 3, outer is to change your limiting belief, to understand and be aware and to change your limiting belief. So day 9 is sound healing, is conducted by Ling.
Yes, thank you, Reiko. So I'm very passionate about facilitating sound healing. And personally, I've experienced the benefits of sound healing. So I used to be in a very self-meeting mode, and I tend to ruminate about me being useless. But however, when I learned about sound healing, it just helped me to put me into a very calm state. So when I'm much calmer, I stop myself from spiraling down and being able to have more clarity also. And the sound healing that I will be sharing with you will be basically some energy frequencies. And I would like to basically also expand to music therapy, because a lot of time the music will emote certain emotions. And I will strongly encourage you to pick a music, for example, to tune in and check in into your feelings and see what comes up. And perhaps you can get some clarity about what are your limiting beliefs. And that's all from me. Thank you.
Thank you, Ling. So day 10, we have Crystal to help you neutralize your worst case scenario. Crystal?
Thanks, Reiko. So, if you have been brought up in an environment where, it's always very high stress, high strung, you tend to always see the worst. Like, what's the worst case scenario? Like, this happened. Oh no, it's like the worst. Oh no, that happened. It's like you tend to think of the worst that will happen. And at some point, it's not very, very good for our health. So with this topic, neutralizing your worst case scenario, like what we will go through is, yes, like from the first two modules of being aware and accepting, you accept, yeah, okay, this is the worst that I think it will happen. So you write down all the things that you think is going to happen. And then after that, you try and see a different perspective from the other end. What is it? And then you try and find the balance. So what it is just neutralizing it. It's not that the situation is not there anymore. The situation is still there, but you have found a way to calm yourself and balance the thoughts in your head out. So I think neutralizing the worst case scenario is very helpful for anyone who's also going through a lot of like stress and trauma, especially when you're a kid. Yeah. Thanks. Thank you.
Thanks, Crystal. That is day 10, neutralizing. Replace spotlight. Okay. All right. So day 11 is my facilitation. It is limiting belief source. So here, this day, we have a lot, as I said beforehand, we have a lot of belief growing up, a lot of conditioning through our parents, the society, and maybe our peers or partners. So you have the old you or the now you may have accepted those beliefs and think that it is real. So limiting belief and thoughts will become your action and reality. So if you do not like your reality right now, it is time to check base what is the belief that you are holding that is holding you back. So I will teach you how to be aware of your thoughts. Through your emotion, you will understand where is the thoughts is coming from and where is the first source, the first place that you realize that you have this thought. And is it the fact? So I will go through this exercise with you and we can reframe it and do some inner child healing meditation at the end to integrate and reframe the new belief inside you. So that is day 11. And day 12, again, we have a rest integration. So you can post your reflection on our Facebook group for the exercises that you have done on day 9 to 11. So this is another rest day where you can process all your teaching, all the takeaway and practice on this day and ask any question from with our coaches. All right. And next module, we have module 4, anchor. Anchor is to be. And because with the scarcity mindset, sometimes you're feeling lost and doesn't belong in, you feel that you don't belong in a society. So you can use this module, you can learn from this module to feel grounded, to have more clarity in the future, to find a purpose, and to know what is the next step to take. And we will start the new module day with day 13, gratitude with Crystal. Crystal?
Yeah, thanks, Reiko. So the easiest thing, when you are working towards building your life, because you're starting from ground zero. It's like you think about how am I going to be happy? It's like it sounds impossible. So what I've learned anyway, the most simple, basic, effective thing is to practice gratitude. Even when you're not very grateful for the thing, when you just practice and you make it a habit daily, you just find it easier to be grateful for the things that you have. So I'll be explaining the importance of gratitude, the importance of making it a habit, things that you can be grateful for, like 3 levels of gratitude. So for example, if you don't know what to be grateful for, I'll give you some suggestions and helpful hints to think of what you're actually grateful for. So yeah, I mean, it's definitely a practice that I'm doing every day. My clients are doing every day. And yeah, I'm really excited, like when people start doing their gratitude journey. So thanks.
That's Crystal. And we have day 14, grounding and affirmation. So
Yes,
yeah, Hong Ling will be doing this. Hong Ling.
yes, thank you, Reiko. So for me is I find that grounding is very important because a lot of time we tend to use a lot of headspace here to think, and to do. So we are always rushing to do these things, one thing after another. Grounding will help us to regulate our emotions, and when we started to regulate our emotions, we'll be able to come to a state whereby it is okay, we can do one thing, one step at a time. And when we are able to do one thing, one step at a time, sometimes it might be even more productive, more efficient. And for me, affirmations is very important because I have this I'm useless program that's running, always running in me. So affirmations help me to uplift myself. And I initially I have a lot of thoughts, doubts about, but I just keep on practicing. So the more I practice, the more I embrace it, the more I affirm myself, the more I feel good about myself. And these are the things that has been very helpful for me. So thank you, Reiko.
Thank you. Thank you, Hong Ling. So day 15 is myself. I will be guiding you for visualizing your future self. So this is the meditation that I really like a lot because it's helping us to see the positivity in our future, not stuck in the current challenges, but live a life of positive, like what can the future holds. And I did it for myself a lot, and that's why I'm able to get my future partner with this visualization exercise. Yeah, so this is the one that I really like to meditate for you, give you this guided meditation to help you see what you want to have in life, what's your future house look like, and what's surrounding you, what are you wearing, what will you be doing, who are you, what are the new friends that are surrounding you. So this help you to bring the higher energy, to live in a higher energy vibration every single day. That is day 15. And day 16, again, we have integration. So take back what you learn, reflect upon it, have feedback and insights, and just share on Facebook group on your reflection and ask us any question if you have. All right, now we have down to the last module, module 5 is adapt. Adapt is now to do, to take all the actions that you have learned and take a new step to finding a better self. So by the end of module 5, you will find your inner motivation, knowing your biggest why, and learn the tools to set goals and tasks, taking ownership and responsibility for your goals. And day 17, we will start day 17 with self-care practices by Hong Ling. Hong Ling?
Yes, thank you, Reiko. So I'm very passionate about self-care because I have been always a people pleaser. So I think a lot of people can relate to that. So I prioritize every people needs except for myself. And that's why I constantly have a lot of burnout and I always feel very drained. So when I started to practice self-care, I find that, I learned to draw my boundaries and take care of myself. And I stopped seeing myself as being selfish because taking care of myself is a necessity and a priority. And the self-care practice can be very short and simple. It can be just 3 to 5 minutes. So it didn't take up of your a lot of your time, which you can incorporate every day. Thank you, Reiko. Yeah.
Thank you, Ling. So the next will be day 18, setting goals and simplifying tasks by Crystal. Crystal?
Okay, thanks, Reiko. So normally when you have like a goal, it seems like, oh, it's like so big. Like how do I even get there? So I'll be teaching you tools on how to simplify your goal and build it into like step by step achievable goals. So it's actually quite, it might seem like a very big thing, but actually when you simplify it, it's a lot easier. So yeah, that's all for me. Thanks.
Thank you, Crystal. And day 19 will be building new habits. So after you know your goal, what you want to achieve, what is your current daily habits? Like I will go through with you what is your habits that you are already doing and how to restack the new habits with the routine that you are already doing so that it's not a 180-degree change or transformation for you. It will not be a big shock to your life. So we want to implement new habits in an incremental manner and a very simple manner. So how to build new habit on top of the whole old habit. So this is what I'll be teaching you and discuss on day 19. And we'll finally be done. Day 20 is another integration. And for all the techniques that you have learned for day 17 to day 19. And day 21 is our last day. And we will all come together in a last Zoom meeting to discuss our reflections and what we have learned, what's your thoughts and what's your emotion. And we will do activation and meditation. So it's a live collective healing session. So Hong-Ling, do you want to talk about like activation and meditation in the last day?
Yes, so on this last day, it will be a very simple guided meditation for you to integrate what you have learned into your subconscious. Because a lot of time we only work on our 10% conscious part. But when we are able to sink in into our subconscious, and when the time we need to use that practice, you just allow your subconscious listen to it, and you will be able to start healing yourself. So we always believe in empowering yourself. And the visualization is also very important so that you hold a version of working towards a better version of yourself so that you can be a better lover, a better parent, a better child, etc. So that's all from me.
Okay, so bonus things is what you get is a pre-coaching call. So each of you will have a not guided, but a free coaching to understand and assess your current situation. And you will get another post-coaching session to just have any question you may have arising that we can coach you about during this 21-day Heal and Thrive. You also get the lifetime video of all these sessions and a workbook, personalized notebook, a workbook that have specific questions to help you to be more involved in the healing, and a network of like-minded community people that wants to grow and wants to increase their awareness and consciousness. And we do have the whole thing is $2,188. Is hours of our time. Is a very cheap investment right now. It's only $147 because we have $100 discount until the 31st of July. We have actually extended the bonus because it's still away from our course starting, which is August 14. Yeah, so the course starting is August 14. If you know of any people who are open to receiving this course and receiving this healing session, please share this with your friends and family. And we are very excited and very honored to be able to start your healing and to increase your consciousness, to awareness, and to heal your inner child, which has not which has been suppressed for a very long time. So, any last words from any of the coaches here?
Yeah,
Yes,
so I like Krista, you go.
Crystal?
to add on to like what Reiko said, like I know it does seem like impossible, like where you are right now, but you know, just imagine that it is possible, that it for once it is possible that you are actually able to connect with the inner child within and actually thrive in your purpose. Like you can actually be happy. Just think about that is possible. Thank you.
Yes. So for me is when you start healing yourself, you are striving to be a better person of yourself to others. That's all from me.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for joining in this introduction of what heal and heal your inner tribe 21 days heal your inner child and thrive your purpose is all about. So if you just connected with this energy right here and connected with our words to you, join us. We hope to see you. We really hope and to see you and guide you through your journey. So thank you very much.